Do you ever find yourself holding an angle and then this happens? What can we do to go from this to this? Well, pay close attention everyone, because I am about to teach you. When we are holding angles, it's better for us to hold the angle like this compared to this. It's better to start off wide, since if the aggressor wide swings, we will be ready for this. If the aggressor peeks close, then we can always flick back. Flicking back is much easier than playing catch up with an enemy who is wide swinging. But if we choose to start with our crosshair close to the angle like this, then we will only be prepared for an extremely tight swing. And let me ask you this, does this even happen often? Of course not. So hold your angles a bit wider. If you are in the higher ranks, then get used to holding an angle a bit tighter to be prepared that an enemy will dead zone that angle. If they do dead zone, make sure to make a strafe to micro position, so the next time they decide to peek you, their crosshair will be where you were, not where you are currently. So for my lower ranked students, focus on where you start your crosshair to look like this when holding angles. Again, for my higher ranked students, focus on being hard to kill, so make sure to strafe in a direction once you have been spotted, so you will look like this. Use these rules of thumb to get you to think about angles differently. If we are holding a main on Fracture as a gold 1 defender, we would hold this angle with our crosshair being placed wide, since the point of contact is this corner here, and the aggressor is closer to the angle than we are, so we have to anticipate that the aggressor would wide swing this angle. If we are in the same scenario, but as an Ascendant 1 defender, we would hold this angle a bit tighter to anticipate the dead zone. We do not want our crosshair too wide, since in the higher ranks, it's very unlikely for enemies to wide swing angles dry without any utility. With our crosshair being placed here, we need to stay dialed in with full focus. If we do not react quickly, then we will die. The aggressor is closer to the angle than we are, so they will surely dead zone, since that's the only thing that they can do in order to bring the odds in a bit to their favor. They are going to be quick, so we need to be quick as well. Take a shot once you see them, and if they are still alive, anticipate the wide repeak by micro repositioning, then commit to the fight if they swing wide. But of course, if the roles are flipped and we are closer to the angle compared to the aggressor, we would want to place our crosshair tight to the angle, since we can expect the aggressor not to wide swing since they have the perspective advantage. This can be applied in all ranks, but if you are in the lower ranks and you notice that your enemies have no idea what perspective advantages are in Valorant, then feel free to kick your crosshair out a bit wider, but not too wide. Something like this will do. Now, if you are watching this video and you yourself don't know what I mean by perspectives in Valorant, check this out. Whoever is closest to the angle has the disadvantage, since the furthest person from the angle will typically see the other person first, as you see here on screen. Now, obviously, this example was captured in custom games, so I want to show you a real in-game example of how perspective works in Valorant. Here is what you can expect in a Diamond 3 lobby.
Tip. One enemy remaining.
Last one, water.
The Jet and Reyna got stomped on, but I want you to focus on the kill onto the enemy Cypher. Cypher tucked himself into the right corner of the waterfall. The smartest thing for me to do as Fade is to hold this angle tight, since in theory, I will see Cypher first, since again, he is closer to the contact angle than I am as Fade. The contact angle is the angle that needs to be held or swung in order to initiate the fight. For some reason, Cypher saw me and decided to shift walk backward in order to fight me, which in this rank you should know better. Now, if I were the Cypher, I would have dead zoned this angle like this, since peeking like this will give me the highest % chance of winning this fight on the Fade. So remember, keep things simple when we hold angles. Stick to the general rules of thumb that I mentioned in this video, and you will be a-okay climbing the ranks, my friends. Before you go, just understand that these tips only work if you are not scared. If you have the slightest bit of hesitation or fear that you will get one-tapped, then guess what will happen? You'll get one-tapped. Actually, you'll get absolutely crapped on. But hey, it happens to the best of us. So stop being afraid of it, because it happens to everyone. Also, make sure that you are only holding angles that you are comfortable with holding. If your brain is telling you that you do not like an angle, or if you feel funny holding an angle, stop holding it. Your brain knows what it's comfortable with, so listen to it. That means if you need to hold this angle rather than this angle, do so. But that is all I have for you all today. If you want to support me, hit that subscribe button. But also, I offer 100% free coaching in my Discord server. Please consider becoming a Discord subscriber, where you will gain exclusive access to coaching content that I share with all of my tiered subs. Now that you are basically a master at holding angles in Valorant, like the almighty Yaster, you may want to improve your peeking skills next. Luckily, I got you covered, so check out my peek in this order video next. I'll see you all there, and deuce everyone.